Mike Moore Media.
I'm talking with Lindsay Pegg, Tourism Manager with Rockingham County Center for Economic Development, Small Business, and Tourism. Hey, Lindsay, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Mike.
It's going to be a good year in Rockingham County for lots of good things. First, let's talk about 2023, the year of the trail. Isn't this exciting?
It is. This has been, I think, kind of on the agenda since, I think, 2021. And so that's when Governor Cooper signed it into law that 2023 would be Year of the Trail for North Carolina. So we are very excited. The state of North Carolina is excited, and all of us here at Rockingham County are excited as well. Really
kicked things off at Matrimony Creek Trail, Nature Trail, this past Saturday. Good attendance to that, I understand?
Yes, sir. Yeah, there were, I don't have the exact number, but well over 50 people in attendance. Lots of animals and lots of dogs on the trail as well, so that's always exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was a good group of people. The weather really held out for us. It ended up being such a nice day to take on that trail. It's an out and back trail, and it was absolutely gorgeous. The creek was perfect, so a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad we got off to a good start with that. But give us an idea of what this means, not only for North Carolina, but bringing it home here for Rockingham County, the Year of the Trail. Yeah,
and great question. I will say this. I'll start things off by saying that our Board of Commissioners during the December 5th meeting signed and proclaimed that it would be Year of the Trail for Rockingham County for 2023 as well. And I think that is a big deal. In the sense that it's saying that we as Rockingham County are excited to be a part of this, one of the largest statewide celebrations of trails and outdoor recreation in the state of North Carolina, or in the history of North Carolina. So that is, I think that says a lot for our county and all of our wonderful recreational outdoor and outdoor recreational assets that we have here. So our plan for this year, and what I would say, I as being in the tourism office and tourism department, I'd like to see is that, and in partnering with our municipalities and our municipal leaders and some of our other partners throughout the county, like the college and Dan River Basin Association and our state parks, is what our plan is for organizations and municipalities to highlight all of our local trails and pathways year-round. And basically in an effort to kind of showcase and celebrate all of the wonderful recreational assets and spaces that we have here in Rockingham County. So there will be a lot. The plan is, if things go according to plan, I should say, Mike,
mm-hmm.
is that you'll see at least one event that will be branded, or you'll see that Year of the Trail slogan on there, at least one event each month throughout this year. So we started off in January with our First Day Outdoors, and that was the state park First Day Outdoors, and that was also the Year of the Trail kickoff. So really, it was very fitting that you had First Day Outdoors for the state park. It was also January 1st, so it was the true Year of the Trail kickoff. And then we followed that here in the county with DARBA, Dan River Basin Association, hosting the first Saturday outing out at Matrimony Creek that you were speaking to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
We are already off to a really good start. We have a committee that meets, and we're trying to kind of plan things and work with our municipalities to kind of look at what's coming up in February. And then as it gets warmer, we'll see more and more events pop up. And events don't necessarily have to be a hike, on a footpath. It can also be something where you're on a bike. So there may be a mountain bike race or two that you might see come up in the county. It could also be, as we jump into the warmer months, a paddle. So, or, a float is, our waterways are also trails. So lots to do, lots to explore, and lots to kind of promote throughout the year here in Rockingham County.
And we have so many good trails on land and on water, just a lot of good opportunities to get out and enjoy them.
We do. And another piece of the Year of the Trail is that educational piece, and what I've learned being in this role, that educational piece being like, all right, how do we get that information out to not only our residents, but also visitors? Because sometimes there's some hidden gems in the county that some people don't know about. So that's going to be a big piece of this campaign and this Year of the Trail initiative is, getting that information all in one place. So I want to hike, say you want to hike a 2-mile trail. Well, where are they in the county and where can I find them? So that is something we're working on, right now is getting that information in one spot where you can click, you can pull it up, you can see a digital map, and you know what type of trail it is, you know kind of what to expect and what that trailhead will look like when you get there. So that's a big part of this as well, is kind of like basically letting people, no matter if you are an avid hiker, an avid mountain biker, or an avid, paddler, or you're just beginning, you should be able to find these trails. And so like I said, that is a big part of this initiative. It's really letting everybody know and encouraging everyone to discover their trail this year.
I want to go back to what you said just a moment ago about hidden gems in Rockingham County. Is there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to steal your thunder here. This will all be coming out as the year goes along. But I'm wondering, is there maybe a hidden gem that you've discovered that maybe you didn't even know about? Perhaps something like that.
I'm a Rockingham County native, and what's funny, Mike, is that I find myself on a trail or in a different part of the county, and exploring a different part of the county that I've never been to, almost weekly. And I think that's kind of the neat thing about the county is it's so diverse and it's so large that you could really spend a year exploring different parts of it. I think that as far down south in the county as Hall River State Park, there's some fun trails out there to explore. And you can go as far up north towards the Stokes County and then Virginia state line, where Mayor River has quite a few trail systems. And then right here in the center of the county, there are there are even more. I will say some of the prettiest trails I've actually gotten a chance to kind of hop on just to explore. I know there's some things that are going to be done to this particular trail system. It's just right here across from where I work at Rockingham Community College. There's a really nice trail system back there. A lot of people don't know about it. Mm-hmm. And so I know that during this year of the trails, they're going to, the college hopes to get out there and do some maintenance and do some work, because that is part of having trails, is that, and part of the year of the trails, like, how do you build trails? How do you get trails into your community? And then what does it take to sustain them? So that's another piece of this year of the trail. So I think with some projects that might be happening, I'm hoping they're going to happen out at the community college, that kind of will educate folks on, like, oh, hey, this is how you build a trail. This is how you maintain it, and how you keep water off of it and from it washing out. But just a little side note, if you get a chance, do some exploring on the backside of that campus. There are some great trails back there. Oh, great.
Yeah. And, I hadn't even thought about the program there at RCC. Mm-hmm. So putting all of that together in the last couple of years, and some new things happening with that this year as well. I'm looking at your Rocco Blueway guide that came out last year. What a great publication this is. 4 rivers, 3 lakes. And it's so well done, as everything is when you folks do something. So what about the new visitor's guide that you're working on for Year of the Trail?
So with our new visitor guide, the new visitor guide it hasn't seen a redesign since 2017. I think that's the year that it was kind of redesigned and put out there to the public. So it is going through a complete redesign and even some new branding. So you're going to see a fresh look on the visitor guide, and there's a section in there that will be dedicated to all things nature and all things outdoors. So be on the lookout for that. It will list a bunch of our trails. All of our trails will be listed in that guide, along with where to eat, where to shop, where to stay, and some other fun tidbits in the visitor guide. But it's really, you're speaking to the Rocco Blueway guide. Our visitor guide, our new visitor guide, will complement that Blueway guide. So we're very excited to see what those two together will look like. And so it's big things to come for Rockingham County, or as we like to call it over here, Rocco. So lots of big things to come. And the visitor guide I think it's being printed right now. So okay. We'll hope to get our hands on them in the next week or so.
Okay. And, you're at a real advantage because you're from here, and I've been here 50 mm-hmm. years in Rockingham County, so I've explored some of those areas, too, around the county that we have that maybe some people don't even know about, like you said. But this new visitor's guide, that will be distributed, so that will bring in people that, from all over the state and beyond, won't it?
It will. Just like with the Blueway guide, that was distributed. 7,000 copies were distributed statewide, all the way to from to the mountains and all the way to the coast. And where we like to say that those go to is you'll find them at your welcome centers and your visitor centers and visitor bureaus. So anyone that's traveling through the state, across the state, or even if you're just going a couple of counties over and you stop into a welcome center or a visitor center, that Blue Way guide should be there, as well as in the next, I'd say by February, hopefully our visitor guide is, will be there right next to it. So yeah, we'd like, that's part of those guides is really, increasing the reach of where all, those are located. We also have them in the RDU airport and in Asheville at that airport as well. So as folks are flying in to the state, you'll be able to find some literature on Rockingham County in those airports. So that's kind of fun too.
Oh, yeah, that's great. And I know you do some marketing outside of the area, too, so that reaches a lot of people. Why is that so important to bring people into Rockingham County to explore the trails and the shops and all of that?
The big thing for us is and not only for Rockingham County, but the state of North Carolina, is they've seen such a boost in visitor spending. And when you have visitors coming into the state and then, more importantly, into our county, our shops benefit from it, our local eateries and restaurants and our craft breweries and our coffee shops and all these wonderful businesses that we have in the county and the places that you can stay that make, we have a lot of places to stay, and we also have a lot of unique places to stay, like cabins by the river. So everyone benefits when we have visitors come in, and the benefit really comes when they're here for longer than, a day. So they're coming in for a weekend or even a 2-day stay or, a week-long stay if they're here at a venue. We have a lot of wonderful venues that host weddings and business meetings and things like that. So when we have our visitors come in, that gives them a chance to kind of experience Rockingham County, which us as residents, we know and love, but also we get to share that with our visitors. And we hope that, the big part of that is, will they come back? And I truly believe they do, based on, talk throughout the county and with some of our local business owners. They see return customers a lot. And I think that is a true testament to how our owners, our business owners, that rapport that they have and that true Southern hospitality that they show. And so when we see that visitor spending increase, everybody's happy. And then, we're able to do more. We're able to create, hopefully, with the energy and the momentum created from visitors coming and using, staying in our venues and our hotels and at our Airbnbs, and they're on the river and they're on the trails. I hope that kind of generates momentum to say, hey, let's build more trails. Let's create more river accesses. Let's look at what other attractions we can bring to the county to continue to draw people here. So it just kind of builds on each other and on each thing. So right now, and this is a fact that's being tossed around, the outdoor recreation industry for the state of North Carolina is a $28 billion industry, and we have a lot of outdoor recreational assets in the county. So that is a big thing, and for us, because all of our visitors, for the most part, they're coming here and they're spending time outdoors. And then they want to go and they want to have, they want to sit down and have a great meal, or they want to shop around the downtown. So we are really benefiting from all things outdoors right now. We
really are. Yep, lots of opportunities. We're in a good place in Rockingham County. Got about 45 seconds left, Lindsay. Summing things up, where can we get more information about all of the good things happening with economic development and tourism here in the county?
So number one resource will be our website, which is visit rockinghamcountync.org, or you can visit our Facebook page, which is Visit Rockingham County NC. Also, just to kind of find out which events are going on as far as Year of a Trail events, you can visit greattrailsnc.com. That will tell you what events are happening statewide as well as in Rockingham County. Those all get posted there. And Mike, really this year, I just want to encourage everyone that trail and kind of reiterate that trails are for everyone, outdoors are for all, and really spend this year discovering what your trail is and where your trail is in Rockingham County.
Oh, that's great. Good way to end it up for this time. But we'll talk again soon. Thank you, Lindsay.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Mike.
Bye-bye. Lindsay Pegg is tourism manager for Rockingham County Center for Economic Development, Small Business, and Tourism. Enjoy what Rockingham County has to offer. So many different levels. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for taking part in all of the events coming up this year for Year of the Trail.